Joel Silver reporting from the Public Safety Complex, and boy, we're excited today here on Live in Tallahassee because, as you've heard, we have a brand new partnership with Leon County to make sure that you know of all the great things that happen in our county, and there's so many great things. Today, because we always focus on businesses in town and what's going on in our region, today is a combination of what's happening in the county specifically with businesses, because we are about to get into hurricane season, and last season was very active, and this season we're taking the lessons we learned, we're taking all of the procedures that are in place, and we're going to be even more prepared this season. So it's going to be really exciting. We're going to go inside for the Ready Business Workshop. People are in there, leaders from the county government, leaders from the federal government, and our local businesses. We're going to talk to everybody and find out if we're prepared for the upcoming hurricane season. Okay, now we're going to start off with the big guy here, Matt Cavell, who is in county administration. And Matt, you are overseeing a lot of this exciting stuff here, what's happening in our county. We're a leader now in the nation in terms of hurricane readiness, and now we're getting our businesses prepared for what they're going to do if there should be another storm. Did I get that all right?
Yeah, you did actually. So, Joel, we're the first hurricane-strong community in the nation, which means that we have been doing it right for both Hermine and Irma, which means that we don't have all the answers in county government for emergency management, but we're willing to learn and know that every emergency is a chance to improve. And one of the things that we've heard over Hermine and Irma is that our local businesses want to have the tools to be prepared themselves. Because one of the most staggering statistics that we have is nearly half of businesses that close their doors after a disaster don't reopen or they relocate. And that's not okay. So in Leon County, we know that we can partner with our national entities, FLASH, Federal Alliance for Safe Homes, FEMA, and we can bring the training and tools and resources to our local businesses so that they can open and recover as soon as possible, which helps our entire community recover as well.
Okay, so this event is all about businesses, and one of our friends that's in business, probably one of the most fun businesses in town, is Russell Dawes with the Tallahassee Museum. Russell, you're here at this seminar. What do you think seminars like this, they've got to be important to what we're doing?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we're talking about the health and welfare of our community, economically, as well as human safety. Of course we are.
Definitely. So the interesting thing is that you guys came out of the storm pretty strong because you have a lot of space there, and we were there with you after the storm, and we saw damage, but you were able to recover quickly and get reopened, and that's what we're talking about.
And the real secret to it all is preparedness, being prepared before the disaster hits. We have a very extensive emergency preparedness policy book. Covers not only hurricanes, tornadoes, fires, medical accidents, human behavior, sinkholes, and all of those policies and procedures basically talk about what do you do before the disaster hits. Once it hits, how you basically assess the problem, stabilize the problem, and move forward into recovery. I can't picture a business not having that plan in place ahead of time. And I know there are, but trying to figure it out once a disaster hits, it's too late.
My name's Leslie Chapman Henderson. I'm the CEO and president of the Federal Alliance for Safe Homes, also known as FLASH. We're a nonprofit organization that helps people become disaster resilient in the face of hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, lightning, whatever type of event that we can prepare for. Because of the leadership commitment to disaster resilience, our organization recently named Leon County as the first hurricane-strong community in the United States. And they've been deemed that because they've taken all the steps necessary to create a community that can bounce back from the disaster. Can't really prevent the hurricane, but we can be as ready as possible so that when it happens, we come back quickly, the power goes back on, people can go back to work, kids can get back to school, and the community can function. And a big part of what we're doing here today is a component of that. This is called the Ready Business Workshop, where we're making sure that our businesses, large and small, have plans in place so they can bounce back. When a restaurant reopens, when stores reopen, when places where people work and have to go to earn a living are back open, then everything comes back together and quickly. It's one of the signature aspects of community health in terms of disaster resilience. So that's what's exciting about doing the workshop.
Businesses that came back right away were those that probably had a business continuity plan. They knew what was coming, they knew what the threats and the hazards were for their community, With hurricanes, you can see it coming, but you don't know what's going to happen with surge or inland flooding or tornadoes. So if your business continuity plan has an all hazards approach, what are the areas, and knowing how to prepare your employees ahead of time. And a saying we like to use is a prepared employee is a present employee, because then they're not only preparing their business or their facility, but they're helping their families and their neighbors get more prepared, ready to go, so that when a storm does hit, they've already got things taken care of at home. They can come back to the business and take care of the community that way. FEMA is here to engage, but really to listen today, to see what's going on, get those ideas at the grassroots level, and so we can take that back and build that into our plans and really dovetail, because FEMA supports the state supports the local community. So if we know what's going on at that level, we can best come in and help support versus getting in the way.
And remember, if you want to find out more about what's happening in your county, check out all these social media outlets, all sorts of great places to find important information and fun information about what's going on in Leon.